It's early, but not too early. Deer are cracking in the woods behind me. I'm gonna head out and prospect a gorge stream to potentially shoot one of my new episodes for the series. It's not that early. It's like 7:30. I'm gonna bring my qualified razorback. I'm also today gonna prospect with a 3-weight, 10-foot 3-weight. I have a video where I went over what system and rigs I pack and bring for prospecting any stream. Usually it's a sink tip, a 10 to 18 foot of level, really thin line. I would suggest either, the best I've ever used is like the Cortland braid core, but I know that there are other companies like Rio and who's the other, SA, that make Euro Nymphing kits, but the braid core is unreal. It's really good. And then, but I'm using basically the belly of a 3-weight line. Just allows you to cast a little bit better than a mono rig. But then I have two Euro leaders. If you use the monocore lines or the braid core, then you're going to not need as long of a Euro leader. But I usually make them 18 foot anyway, and then I can trim them on the water. And then a couple boxes of flies. I'm meeting my brother. We are going to socially distance, don't worry. But it should be a good time. I hope to find a few fish. It's still a little early for this system for big fish, but usually I've caught anywhere from 4 to 6 inch fish. So I'm hoping to get him his first gorge fish because he's never fished this system. So fingers crossed, and we'll check in. Just got back. Let me know what you guys think about this whole vlog style. It's a heck of a lot easier than setting up my lights. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about the look all the time, but if it's all right as rain with you guys, then I figure it gives you a better insight into what it is I'm doing. So what I noticed when I was there, we caught most of our fish on some very simple hare's ear Euro style barbless point flies, a couple on the smaller brighter flies too. I was just kind of prospecting with 2 flies, a variety, but I kind of wanted to run down what my leader looks like, and that way you kind of see what Euro nymphing entails. Now, a competitive Euro style rig would have no split shot on it, and it would be entirely weighted by flies. And I've done that, and it works very, very well. It's super sensitive. But my rig here is very simple. It is, now this one's designed for small streams, so whenever I go through this, remember that your tippet weight might vary a little differently, might vary a little bit for larger streams. Normally, for example, I would use nothing lighter than like 1x for the cider myself for like larger trout streams. Okay, so, but here I went down to 3x because there aren't fish over maybe 15 inches. Anyway, so I start off with a mono loop knot, okay, and I went with about 15 feet of, this happens to be 12-pound mono. Okay, and then I spliced that into, get it situated here, into 10-pound amnesia, or 12-pound, I think it's 10-pound amnesia, okay, with a triple surgeon's knot. I've also used Odex Umpqua, and it's really good. They're all really good. I don't know. To 10-pound, which would be Odex, I think. And then I went down to a tippet ring. I don't know if you can see that. My theory behind that, all of that, is that you then would run really fine tippet, depending on your situation. On that stream, I was able to get away with 5x, so we fished 5x to a point fly, and my point fly was a very heavily weighted Euro style, which I'll see if I can link below the exact fly that I tie. A Euro style point fly, and then above that I used triple surgeon's knot to attach a tag with a clinch to make it stick out 90 degrees. And I ran a Prince Nymph for a while. I ran just some midge style easy patterns for a while, and caught a few fish on all of them. I didn't show you all the fish. We probably caught 5 fish. We were there for maybe from like 7:30 to, I don't know, 10:30, and then we hiked out. So yeah, super effective rig. If you don't have a level line that you, or an old fly line with a belly that you can cut, just make the mono longer, and you're going to sacrifice some castability, but it's still going to be super sensitive. And I would recommend prospecting your streams that way. Really easy to tell the strikes, really easy to fight fish. It's a really, really good time. And right now with social distancing, it allows you to get away from those populated stocked trout streams. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Check out the Patreon below. Check out the other videos in the playlists. But until next time, guys, catch you guys on the flip side. Tight lines, and we're out.